Hello, our team is responsible for the business case study of the Fazenda Bacuri enterprise. Our team is composed by Eleni, Yara, Salmia, Tomoyo, Vitor, and Priscilla. So, regarding the enterprise itself, founded in 2014, Fazenda Bacuri is an agro-company family business whose main product is the Bacuri, Platonia insignis. They work within an agroforest system involving other crops. Besides the AFS, Fazenda Bacuri developed tourism associated with rural production, which they call Atlantic Amazon Route, showing the economy of the forest standing for sustainable development in the region. In the background video, we can see some drone images of the farm. As an agroforest system, it is usual to have almost everything covered by natural forest. Here we have some background about the entrepreneur, Mrs. Hortensia Ozaki. She is the third family generation owner of the enterprise. She is a forest engineer and also a mining technician. Under her management, Fazenda Bacuri achieved several certifications and presents a vivid marketplace. This is an extract of a Sebrae interview with Mrs. Hortensia this year. She said, "I decided to continue the project that my father has left, something empirical, but a tremendous innovation. He made the agroforest with a biodiversity fruit called bacuri, from natural plant regrowth. He believed that the fruit could change people's lives and bring development to this region, which has one of the lowest HDI. Just to give a brief information background about the bacuri production in the Pará state, it is important to mention that in 2017, Pará state had half of the Brazilian production of this fruit. Moreover, more than 95% of the bacuri production of Pará state is concentrated in northeast side, which is also called the Nordeste Paraense Mesoregion. In the northeast side of Pará, only a few municipalities encompass the majority of the bacuri production of the state: Viseu, Bragança, and Augusto Correia, which are the yellowish polygons here in the image, in the northeast side of the northeast mesoregion of the state. In other words, the region where Fazenda Bacuri is located is an endemic region of the bacuri tree growth. Regarding the location and production, the enterprise has an area of 60 hectares, which is roughly 0.6 square kilometers, located between Augusto Correia and Bragança municipalities. They produce jellies, liquors, fruit compotes, dried fruits, and also ice cream syrup. They sell their bacuri seeds and also practice beekeeping. In the video, we see that the Fazenda Bacuri is just a few kilometers away from the Augusto Correia city. Now, talking about the overview of their accomplishments, it's important to highlight that Fazenda Bacuri has several national and international certifications. At the national level, we have the Produto Orgânico Brasil, Agricultura Familiar Brasil, the Ministry of Agriculture Federal Inspection Service Approval, and also the IBD certification, organic certification. At the international level, we have the USDA organic certification, and also the European Common Market certification, which is given nationally by the IBD accredited council here in Brazil. Right now, Fazenda Bacuri is considering exporting its products. In this sense, they reach out for the PCT Guamá, which is the executing body of the Apex Brazil in the context of the Exporting Qualification Program, the PEIX. In 2018, Mrs. Hortensia knew the BR 789 International, which is a consultancy group that helps other businesses in their foreign trade affairs. Currently, the BR-789 is helping Fazenda Bacuri to adapt its products to comply with the global market demands. Through interviews with both Mrs. Hortência Ozaki and Rui Magalhães Neto from the BR-789, it could be possible to understand some of the challenges that Fazenda Bacuri is currently facing, besides the COVID-19 pandemic, of course. So the main challenge for this study case is which products justify investment in adapting for the export markets. With this inflection point in mind, we created this table showing some positive and negative aspects of each product of the business. The liquors, compotes, and jelly all had the same behaviors. They are successfully sold domestically through their marketplace. However, for the international market, it is needed to change the sugar conservative inputs. In this sense, Rui Magalhães Neto suggested to Mrs. Hortência to change the sugar component to raw sugar or stevia to comply with the legislations and also the tastes of the people of the other countries worldwide. For the Bacuri seed, Mrs. Hortência highlighted that she sells them to another person that resells them to other types of businesses. This is considered a circular economy approach because waste is becoming a part of another process. We did not ask for more information about the dry fruits, but they are also sold domestically by Mrs. Hortência Marketplace. Finally, the ice cream syrup is a new type of product chain currently in development. It was a suggestion by the Rui, and Mrs. Hortência agreed to try it and also to try to export it whenever they decided which country are interested in those products. For final considerations, we highlight that Fazenda Bacuri is a small company with a very diversified production, showing both the potentialities and challenges of the agroforestry systems businesses in the Amazon. With the help of BR-789, Fazenda Bacuri is currently studying the possibility of exportation of the products to the global market. Besides that, the family business is helping other local producers through their Tourism Agenda Partnership. Thank you everyone, and a special thanks to Mrs. Hortência, Rui Magalhães Neto, and also their respective teams for their time and helpful information.